Hello, and thank you for tuning in to another JD channel video, in which today I'm going over a purchase I made at the outlets today. Check it out and let me tell you a little bit about it. So it's been a while since I've actually bought anything, because obviously with COVID and everything it restricts your shopping. So I made my way to the outlets and I stopped by an old favorite, the Swoosh, and we picked up a pair of shoes. Now, they call these the Nike Joyride CC3 setters. This uses what they call Nike Joyride technology, and with that, it has very interesting methods of cushioning. Let's unbox it and show you what we got in here. Let's open the box, and then of course you got the one shoe. I got the all black pair, just to kind of keep it clean, because there was white and then there was kind of an orangey color, but it had white and gray, and I thought it would get dirty. But let's put this box down. Now, so the first thing you'll notice, like you just saw in that last shot of this, is it has three pods, or three kind of sections split off, and you're like, what is that? Well, let's go closer and see what it looks like. You see, the cushioning is basically a bunch of beads. Now, when I first saw this, I kind of wondered, what does this do, and why should I buy it? Now, on the box itself, you'll see that this was initially, shoot, hold on, because this is on top of my computer, this was a $180 shoe, as it says right there. Now, ultimately, it was $60 when I bought it, and I found out that if the tag says 97, like 97 cents apparently this week, it meant that it was 30% off. So this ultimately was $40. Now that's a good shoe to take a risk on, especially since I don't know what it is, and I said why not, give it a try. This is just going to go over my initial thoughts, since obviously I haven't worn it or anything yet. Now, what is Joyride technology, or what are these things? Now these, the way this thing works, I'm trying to get this best in frame because it's mounted on my computer. I gotta get kind of a tripod or something for that camera. But the way these things work is, it's split into three areas. The foam, actually they just developed, and I want to say believe this came out last year. The foam beads in here are pretty much foam and plastic. The way they work is based on the pressure points, or the sections that you use the most, they pretty much distribute comfort. Now the way it works, as they say, as it's personalizing it, is, say you step on more with the heel, they'll distribute the foam and kind of move it as it goes to kind of customize it for you. Whereas if you step on your forefoot, it'll move that way. Now, why does it not have even mounts in each? That's a very good question. Now let's explain why. Now to explain why, the heel obviously has the most and the forefoot has less. So the heel, the reason it has more beads in it is just so ensure obviously higher impact, since obviously you're going to step on this more, and more of your pressure usually is on here. This provides the maximum protection, having the most beads in it. The middle obviously is for the arch, and then the front, the reason it has the least, is for a smoother transition when you're walking. Basically, I mean, if you had this thing full of beads, odds are it's gonna react funny. I mean, it'll be comfy, but then obviously forward movement is going to be limited based on the fact that this isn't fully filled, or I mean it is fully filled, sorry. Since it's not fully filled, it'll comfort enough, but at least you can move forward instead of being like, okay, you're getting squished or it's running out of room. Now the way obviously this is nicer than all the others is at least it customizes based on the way you walk. Sorry if I keep just trying to do it like this. It's not like I'm using a kind of a lot more room when I'm videoing this. I have a limited space right here, and I don't really have a desk that goes that far. But Sorry if I keep looking up. It's just, at least on the top part of this, you see that it has the mesh upper, which is nice. I like that. It has a little bit of foam here material. It's all black. They have other variations of this, which I can kind of insert a picture if you guys want to see the other colors. Clear bottom insole. And now this particular formula that they used and were developing, supposedly they tried over 150 recipes of it, and with that, obviously, you know, trial and error, they kept trying to find different methods and the most effective type of beads to use in this. And from what I heard with other people, they seem to like it. I don't know how well it's gonna end up, because obviously maybe I'll do a follow-up video on how well it works, but a lot of people who were working at the Nike outlet were saying that it's very comfy, they enjoy it. They did say it takes about 3 or 5 days to kind of adjust to it because it feels weird and it'll be very stiff, which I can see, you know, with this kind of siding it probably will be stiff, but it should be comfortable when you walk. Because look at that, I mean, it's not as comfy probably as Boost would be, but at least this will go based on how I contour my feet. So if I apply a lot of pressure on my heel like I normally do, I'm hoping this should help a lot, because then obviously the beads will kind of go the way they should based on the way I walk, and they should provide me with the comfort I need. This is supposed to be just like all other kind of cushioning methods, kind of a, what do you call that, I guess an energy returning method. So all these comfort kind of pods, just like Adidas Boost, and of course just like, I believe it, that my other, I'm trying to remember what the other thing's called, the React, they're supposed to be energy returning technology, and this is supposed to be no different, as well as it moves the beads around as needed. This was their new technology, and obviously, I mean, initially this was 180. But you can pick yours up at a Nike outlet for around 60, or if it's on sale like this one was, 30% off. There's no defects. This is, they've told me that these are not B grade, which for a box it would normally say B grade on it. Like, I have a pair of Jordans where it has a stamp in here, or on the shoe, or like a little tag here, it'd say B grade. That means that they're defective, but these are supposedly non-defective, and they have to tell you if they are when they sell it to you, so at least you know it's a risk for $40 I was willing to take, and it should be good. Watch out for a follow-up video, and then I'll tell you basically how it is probably about a month from now. See how it is. I got a few other pairs of shoes while I was out, but this is the one I'm most excited about. This was probably the most out of the 3, but we'll see how this goes. For 40 bucks, we'll take a risk. And I hope you enjoyed, and you know, stay tuned, and thank you for tuning in to another JD channel video. Take care.